the difference in coloration is quite slight in some lights, but I can tell the difference between the eggs on the left and the eggs on the right. So these are vaguely bluish. Doesn't show up so well on the camera, but these are vaguely bluish and these are the more normal brown colouring. And when you crack them open, these are bluish inside and these are white inside. One or two of them are a bit bluish inside, but because it's not showing up on the outside of the shell, I'm sticking with these for incubation. If you think I'm wrong, tell me in the comments section, please. I really am just sort of making this up as I go along. Right, well, I've set up the incubator and I have 40 lovely bluish eggs ready to go. I've actually got 41 because I've been collecting them for a few days and I've been storing them. I do have a video on how to store eggs for incubation while you're saving them. I'll try and put a link to that at the end of this. So I've got 41 eggs, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put them into the incubator, starting with the youngest egg and moving my way through to the oldest egg. This is the Brinsea Maxi 2 Advance that I've had for a little while, had a lot of good hatches out of this. But I have never used this wonderful bit of kit, which is an additional disc that you can get that fits 40 quail eggs in there. So we're going to have a bit of fun with that. Just pop these guys in. Now these are the eggs that are sort of bluish, because I'm going to see what happens, what colour eggs we get out of the females that hatch out of here. I've been collecting eggs, as I say, 41 eggs I've got, and I've got 3 quail that have been laying the eggs. So of course some of these eggs will be a bit older than ideal. Ideally you want to have up to 10 days old before you start incubating. Now some of these of course will be beyond that. We're up to 13 or 14 days for some of these, which really is not ideal at all. But seeing as I've only got the 3 that are laying slightly bluish eggs, I thought, what the hell, I'm going to go for it, see how we get on with that. I think those 2. So just make sure that I've not, I'll put that one in as well instead. So this is the one that I'm not going to bother incubating, so that one can probably go in the bin because it has been 14 days up to that period of time. And I wouldn't want to eat a 14-day-old egg. I mean, eggs, to be honest, they're meant to keep for up to 4 weeks, but you know, just personal choice. So there we go, they're turning nicely. So that's my 40 quail eggs for incubation. Now, be very careful putting this back on because I have in the past managed to drop the incubator onto the eggs and crack them, which I think I would be very extremely upset. This is a wonderful incubator, Brinsea Maxi 2 Advance. We've got automatic turning on, which is, you can see here, it's going round in circles, and we've got 18 days. Quail eggs about 17 to 18 days. So I'll start getting excited around about the 17-day mark. I don't bother candling quail eggs, just because with all of these markings it can be very difficult. The blue's actually showing up quite nicely against the yellow, don't you think? So there we go, 18 days time. Hopefully we might have, well, I think I would be thrilled to have 35 hatch out. Realistically, anything around the 30 mark is good. I've had some very good success rates with quail eggs, certainly more than I do for chicken eggs, so I'm hopeful. Best I've had in the past was 11 out of 12 eggs in the past, so you never know, you never know. And then of course half of those would be females, half of them would be male. Fingers crossed. Yeah, quick showing of the chicks. These are barnvelders that are, they're not mine, I hatched them out for someone else. So we've got 3 different types of barnvelders in there. They're just, it's quite dark, so they're getting ready for bed. And they were cleaned out this morning. You wouldn't believe it, but they were cleaned out this morning, so there's bits of stuff everywhere, because I haven't vacuumed yet. And we're just in my sort of box room at the moment. Because of COVID-19, I can't get rid of anything. So I've got it all in piles ready to go, and now it's getting covered in chick dust. So there we go. 40 quail eggs in the incubator. 18 days to go. I was naughty. I put them in a little bit before it got up to temperature. So that is a bit naughty, but it's getting there. It is getting there. So 18 days to go. Fingers crossed.